Some of these accounts have been reinstated, except for mine. I'll tell you what I did and why right after the short break, Neil.
All right, Elon Musk might have lifted some journalists' Twitter accounts that were suspended, but not all, including Fox Business's Susan Lee, who joins us right now. Susan, what's the latest with you?
So I'll explain what happened yesterday in the course of my reporting covering the suspended Twitter accounts. All of them either tweeted or retweeted links to the Elon jet account. So I wanted to do my own due diligence and track the sourcing and the triangulation that the Elon jet account used to track the coordinates of Elon Musk's private jet. And a lot of write-ups, whether it's on Bloomberg, NBC News, or Business Insider, said that the Elon jet account used the ADS-B exchange. And ADS-B are these trackers that are now on a majority of planes after the disappearance of that Malaysian airliner a few years ago offshore. So I went on the ADS-B exchange. I typed in and Googled the tail number of Elon Musk's private jet, and it was pretty easy to figure it out. And again, this is publicly available information. We even got in touch with the FAA and asked them, is there really a way to mitigate privacy for private jets? And they told us pretty much no, because of the Freedom of Information Act, and also they pointed to numerous accounts as well and websites that do have this publicly available information to track private jets, not just Elon Musk's, but think of Bill Gates and Mark Zuckerberg's plane as well. And I even checked the Twitter policy on doxing, and it says that if you share publicly available information that is elsewhere available, that is not doxing. So for some reason, at around 6 p.m., after a full day of reporting on these Twitter account suspensions, I found myself in the same suspension, permanently banned, and it hasn't been lifted as of yet this morning.
Could there have been anything else, though, that might have motivated this?
You mean my personality, or what? I mean? What?
No. I mean, comments you've made. I mean, you're a straight shooter and a great reporter, Susan, and you'll, call it as you see it, and as your reporting is discovering it. You've also been critical of the way that Elon Musk, from what your reporting, has handled some of this. But you've also been complimentary about some of the things that he's taken over and had to deal with. I'm just wondering if that and this idea that you were just being a straight shooter, or maybe more critical than he would like, might have played a role here.
Well, working in financial business news, we call balls and strikes, right? And there is no doubt that Elon Musk is one of the most brilliant entrepreneurs on the planet, maybe in the past generation. And he's bent the arc of history twice, whether it's with Tesla or SpaceX, things that people said could not be done, which is starting an electric car company and sending rockets to space. But then also, he's done some things over the last few years, whether it's the pedo accusations during the Thai cave rescues, or some of the tweeting that was done that the SEC actually fined him on. And by the way, Tesla investors, I can tell you right now, when they're staring down 50% losses on their holdings and 2-year lows on their stock, and he's spending all this time on Twitter, pretty much all of his time, instead of focusing on, I guess, building up demand once again, since there is a demand issue. If they're offering incentives for those electric cars, they're wondering themselves whether or not, he can find somebody else to take over Twitter quickly as CEO and maybe focus his attention on a car company that's worth $500 billion, and it dipped below that mark for the first time in 2 years this week.
Yeah, a very good point. Let us know when you're unsuspended. I have a feeling it'll be sooner than you think, but we'll see, Susan.
Yeah.
Please
With your
keep
help
us posted.
and your
Susan,
support, yes.
Yeah, right, exactly, right. Great job, though, Susan. And that's all she's doing. She's just doing her job and, calling balls and strikes here. That's the